4 days ago, before dawn, the glassblower studio breathes a low orange glow into the dark. The furnace never quite sleeps. Heat gathers along the rafters while the rest of Amber's Peak lies quiet. Outside, the settlement rests at the foot of the mountains, their vast shoulders rising in the west, and even in darkness, they cast a long presence across the land, and Amber's Peak lives in that shadow. Above the clustered roofs and wooden walkways, the great keep stands silent, watching the plains that stretch east into open country. This is a community rebuilding from a tragedy. Kepper pushes the door shut behind him and pauses. His wife sits hunched over a work table, shoulders broad and steady, hair the color of iron fillings pulled back into a thick braid that brushes the middle of her back. Her beard is braided with copper rings darkened by soot. Charcoal stains her strong, square hands as she moves quickly across the page. Paper covers the table in scattered layers. The scratching of charcoal never stops, and she does not notice him. Pepper steps closer. He is shorter even than she is, but wider through the chest and shoulders, built like a block of quarry stone. His beard falls heavy and a dark brown in front of his leather apron, bound with simple brass clasps. Furnace light catches in the deep lines of his face as he studies his wife's drawings. These are not bottles, not lanterns, not the delicate pieces a Galdane or a cord might buy for their hearts. Glasses they'd fill after a long day of riding. She's drawing pillars. Tall, narrow forms rise across the pages again and again, 10 feet, 15 feet. A great ring of them is drawn across a rough map of the plains east of the settlement. He sees the same shape repeated dozens of times, each one slightly altered as though she's chasing something she almost remembers. She flips to another sheet and begins again without lifting her eyes. Kepper watches the charcoal move, watches the pillars rise again from the paper. She is the artist and his job is to support her. He glances towards the furnace, towards the racks of cooling glass, towards the door that leads out toward the plains a mile east of Amber's Peak. His wife has not slept. He rubs the back of his neck and breathes out slowly. She has that look again. The same look she wore years ago when she told him they were leaving the deep hills of their people to build a life among the humans in this settlement, beneath the mountain's shadow. The mist had lifted, she said, and it was time. He looks at her sketches with bewilderment. He doesn't understand what she's drawing, like he never understood the decision to live here among horse riders and a faceless lord. Still, he stays by her side. He trusts her. She's one of Clay's chosen. He believes that, and he loves her. Kepper pulls out a chair and sits beside her. He says nothing. He simply gathers the finished sketches into careful stacks so she has space to draw the next one. Never creating, but always making space for her.
A band of heroes bold, stand the hunter versus fair, with tales of glory told, Osric with his mighty blade, rustbite of demonic hue, and silver half-elf merchant king, their journey did ensue. Silver trades and secrets hold the smile upon her face, while Osric swings his fearsome sword in battle's fierce embrace. Through Raven's land they wander in search of ancient stones, to free the land from darkness where evil's a terror roams, with courage as their banner and hearts forever true.
All right, so when we left, you guys had quite a day, couple days of travel. Leaving Eye of the Rose after giving up one of the crystals, you traveled, you came across a griffin, which you actually made pretty short order of, despite its size. And then you came across some beggars, some people that had not eaten or drank well in a very good bit of time. They were emaciated. You were cautious, but ended up taking them in the wagon, despite the protests of your fifth member of the party. And you decided maybe because where we are, we should go to Amber's Peak. But you also distinctly remembered that the Mother Commander Meridia made it clear you're not welcome here anymore. So smartly, you waited about a mile out, pointed the direction, and they went. And then you went back to something you noticed, which was a dwarven woman just in the middle of the grasslands, about a mile east of Amber's Peak. It appears she had built a forge and was blowing glass and creating these 10, 15-foot hollow pillars. She was very agitated when you approached her. You noticed what looked like red mist gathering in the pillars. She made it clear that she is building something that she was given by Clay in a dream. And she made it very clear for you not to come closer and do not break my glass. And we ended with the sound of a scream. So as you guys are all standing there, this is quite a sight. And the way the light is hitting this glass, it's creating like a rainbow effect on the amber ground. She doesn't seem scared of you. She just seems annoyed that you are interrupting what she's making. She seems frenetic almost. And it's incredible what she's doing, how she's blowing these pieces of this pillar and then forging it to build like in stacks, creating these seamless glass towers. And the scream seems to come from everywhere. She doesn't seem to notice.
That was going to be my next question. Does she react at all to this scream that is coming
Not
from
at
everywhere?
all. Can I get an insight roll from Sten, please?
Me? I'm terrible at insight.
Okay.
Most times.
Apparently. Ooh, very nice. So let's do this. There was a night, or actually a dusk. You'd gone hunting, tracked a stag that you knew would provide not only food for you for at least a month or so, but you'd be able to share with neighbors, trade for some ale. And you lost track of time, which is a very dangerous thing to do. And the mist started to come out from the ground. Smartly, you gave up and just hauled back to Oakenheart. Right before it dissipated, because you had gotten close enough to your home, you remember hearing behind you a similar scream to what you just heard. And it's not human. It seems above.
When you say above, I'm assuming you're meaning like tone-wise, not like physically coming from above. Okay.
Correct. Inhuman, almost supernatural.
I think what Sten starts to do at that point is associating the scream with the mist he starts very closely scrutinizing the pillars, the ones that are more or less complete and have had this stuff start appearing in them, to see if there's any sign of anything more than just the red mist taking shape there.
You got 2 successes, so let's carry over this. No need for a new roll. You can tell she's working on the one to the right, the far right. She's on her 5th one. So if she was building left to right, that means the one to the far left may have been the first one, and in this case, the oldest one. And as you concentrate, you can see that the mist is thicker in that one than the one to the right of it. So the right of it, like somehow by existing, it seems to be either creating this mist or gathering it. It's not real clear. And for you, you've never seen anything in the mist. What you have known and had been told for generations before you were even born is that if you got caught away from home in the mist, you never came home.
Well, I think, still trying to stay out of her way, I think I'm going to get down from the wagon. So it's probably up there, keeping an eye on things, and just kind of walk close to that far left thing, not touching it, not getting, closer than maybe 2 or 3 feet, but just getting over there to scrutinize it as closely as I can to see if anything is really taking a recognizable shape.
As you start stepping closer, what is Silva, Osric, and Vasilla doing?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what Sten does.
Silva?
She has achieved wisdom.
I think Silva is the dwarf has returned to working at this point.
Yes, she right now has not acknowledged what Sten is doing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I'm just kind of watching her, just kind of observing her process, seeing what she's doing. Because despite the fact that it's mildly terrifying that the mist is rising back up in these pillars, it's interesting work.
Yeah.
And maybe there's some clue to exactly what she's doing and how she's doing it.
How about you, Osric?
Clay, excuse me. Clay was one of the statues we were looking at in
Correct.
the Eye of the Rose, right?
Yeah, and typically worshipped by dwarves, very much tied to the earth, underground.
Okay. I think Osric is going to ask her, Lass, can you tell us a little more about your dreams? And see if she at least acknowledges one way or the other.
So she turns and she throws her hand up again, like towards you, and she goes, "Shh! I have to finish this. Just leave me alone."
You have to finish it?
So she's been sitting on a stool as she's been blowing this next piece, and it seems to have kind of finished. She breaks the pipe off cleanly, leaving the shape, which she just lays in almost like a manger bed that she's allowing to cool these pieces as they go. And she stands up and she just turns to you, Vasilla, and she goes, "I don't know how else to tell you. Leave me alone. I have to finish this. I might have one more day. And I see you, old man." As she watches you approaching.
I'm not hiding.
Don't touch anything.
Did you
Just
hear the
saying, I heard-
scream?
She turns to you. "I'm sorry?"
Did you hear the scream?
No. And she goes and she starts stoking the forge again to get it hot enough to melt some more sand.
I heard that same scream in the mist once before. I'm not anxious to meet what causes it, and I'm not sure if you're trying to draw one here.
I have been having the same dream for weeks. Clay comes to me, tells me that I need to protect Amber's Peak, that the mist is going to return. And he gave me a vision of these things, these glass pillars. And I've sketched them out. I've gotten them ready. And look, and she points to the one to the far left. She goes, it's already working. The mist is returning and it's capturing it. It's sealing it. It's not going to happen again. Clay protects us.
All I'm saying is if there's as much mist as there was before, you're going to need a hell of a lot more glass.
Oh, what do you know? Is that a hairline fracture you see, Sten, in that far left one? I think it is.
Ma'am. And I just, very clearly not touching it. I just point to it.
She picks up a handful of sand and fillings and just throws it at you without even looking at you. You're slowing me down.
You've got a crack.
It's getting bigger.
Oh no.
I start backing up.
Ma'am,
It's so loud. It's just a and it's like in the center. It just breaks and collapses on its own weight above it and just shatters glass all over the ground around it. And interrupt me whenever. The mist spills out. And it finds the ground like you've always seen it and you've always heard. It starts low. And it's headed towards her. Can't hear you. It's done.
Does she seem to be aware of it, or is she still?
She's getting it up, trying to get this forge hot enough.
Did you not hear that, stupid woman? It's broken. The mist is coming for you. Move.
Let's get a manipulation roll.
Another thing I'm very not good at. But then again, I am human.
You are human.
how much do you care about this random crazy lady? Driven lady.
I think what I would like to do, with your permission, Craig, is spending willpower for the way of versatility as humans have. I'm going to do this as a move roll.
Okay.
And I think I'm just going to run over and grab her out of the way. And she is probably going to try and stab me along the way, but I want to get her out of the path of this thing, at least for the moment, long enough for her to recognize what's going on.
Yes, save your willpower. This is a straight up move.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not a manipulation whatsoever. You are moving to get to her fast enough. She's likely stronger than you.
Sure.
But you're going to be blindsiding her. So I don't need a strength roll. I think it's just a matter of you getting to her.
Okay.
Fast enough where she doesn't have time to react.
Right. There we go.
Fuego.
I'm consistent.
So you run up and are you just like tackling her? What's happening?
No, I just want to kind of get like an arm under her arm and just kind of scoop her up and move away from this stuff until she has a chance to see what's going on.
The three of you see Sten move very quickly. Kind of fireman lift her up almost. And just dragging her farther away from the mist. and the mist is speeding up. It's going to be on the two of them within moments. Sten has bought her maybe a few seconds.
This is terrible.
I'm like, get the wagon going.
Yep. Working on it. Nice. Get Thundercloud like turned in the right direction.
Okay. Just trying to get him far away.
Which way is the right direction?
Away from the mist. Whatever direction it is, we're going the opposite.
Priscilla?
I'm gonna pull up the flute and sit on the end of the try, because like it makes a bubble, right? So I'm gonna try to like get in like where the spot where the bubble will cover Sten and the dwarf coming at us as quickly as possible, and the donkey and everybody. I'm gonna try to, if it gets to us, I'm gonna try to put up a magic bubble. It can't hurt us.
So can you, to remind everybody, can you bring up the flute and remind us what it does?
Yeah. Ministry, Priscilla, gear, Malagon Tazar. Did that publish?
It did.
So how we've used it before is that it saved me from, I was about to be gored by a boar in the forest, and I played the flute, and the boar lost me, I think, and we've walked through some solid walls with it before, or I walked through some solid walls with it before. Downside, people at home, and Sten, is that it seems to have a way of attracting people's attentions very strongly, and then they try to take it from me, which is not great.
Not what you want to do, right?
No.
All right. So let me just check one thing real quick.
And I don't know if it'll work or not, because magic stuff is magic stuff, but it's not a lot of other stuff that Priscilla can do to help with the mist.
I can't stab it. All
right. Let me just check one thing here. Okay. So now you're running towards the two of them. And simultaneously towards the mist.
Yep.
You've got the flute out. Are you going to start playing it when you get close enough that you feel like they're within your personal space? Because you remember the size of this bubble that it seems to form. So you're going to have to get real close. Sten has already got her close.
Yeah, I'm not. I need to do it with both hands. So I'm going to, as close as I can. I'm going to, and it takes like a half second for it to like catch, right? For like the tune to catch in the magic. So I'm going to try to time it as best as I can to play before the mist hits them, but get them in the area.
Osric.
Yes.
As you're watching this play out, watching Sten being a man of action, trying to pull this woman away, Priscilla's running towards this, but you see the flute in her hand. So you suspect you might know what she's got up her sleeve there. You're the only one that has the perspective, because Silva is smartly leading the wagon away and making sure the thundercloud doesn't get anywhere near this mist. It seems like the mist is splitting as it approaches and coalescing
ideal
and concentrating into these two forms. Hasn't formed anything yet, but you can see it start to gather in two distinctive areas.
So
all headed towards Sten and
they're both. So basically, it splits apart and then is now two pools of separate mist pulling together.
But before it looked like just a fog that was just kind of drifting. Now it seems to be forming somehow.
For like taking on a physical form?
Yes. Condensing maybe is the best word.
I hate all of this, Greg. So I think at first Osric is sort of dumbstruck and is looking at the next oldest pillar and so on to see if it looks like any of those are going to be a problem, and at the very least hollers that something's going on with that mist at Sten, so that he can know that something is changing.
Yeah, the last loud noise we heard was the breaking of the far left pillar. Taking a half second, you can hear a cracking, but I don't think you're close enough to know which
Great.
pillar, but it's continuing. I think we're going to have Vasilla go with a performance roll to see what happens with this flute.
I can use the Bloodstar clasp on this still because it's a performance
can.
roll, right?
Oh, yeah.
You got one?
Yeah. So the music starts. And Osric, in the same way, it seems like this mist is forming. The music seems to be condensing around Vasilla. And Vasilla is now close enough that her estimates were right. She is going to be able to get this around both the dwarf and Sten. I think I want to go ahead and do some initiative.
Oh.
Figures.
What is happening?
So we have got
Grass.
Oh, look at the map now.
Far
Go
away. Osric will put roughly here, and this is just real rough, right? These aren't hexes or 5-foot squares or anything. I just want us to get a little bit better sense of what we're looking for. Let's add these things that are forming, and there are distinctly 2 of them.
I'm sure they're
For
friendly.
now.
So far, yeah.
Why would you think only for now?
And let's go to combat.
Do we have our dwarf lady?
She will not have any initiative because she has passed out.
Oh.
She is now just a weight.
Great.
Good. You can carry that, right, Sten?
Yeah, carrying things is what old men are good at.
All right, so I need Sten to draw, Vasilla to draw. Looks like Osric
Need to
has.
draw. All right, so that's.
I would
the
tell the
top-
old librarian with us too somewhere. We're just gonna collect so many NPCs and just throw them in the cart.
All right.
Collecting NPCs in the card.
I'm gonna, for some reason, it's not doing it right, Vasilla, for you. I'm gonna go ahead and do it for you.
Thanks.
Okay, and then our 2 bloodlings.
We've got 2 Vasillas there.
Oh, and they're right
is
next
that-
to each other.
Is that because Vasilla has the draw 2 cards thing? Is that a thing?
No, I do not have that. It's just take what. Well, we do what you want. We can make believe I'm not there too. It's easy.
Remove participant. All right,
Done.
there we go. Okay.
Got it.
All right, so this first bloodling.
I don't like that name.
How do I like that name?
I think it's. I think it is going to head towards you, Osric.
Oh, okay. I got it. Sorry, I was looking at the list at the top of the screen, and it and I were in the middle, and I was like, "Well, wait a minute. But there's like a front half and a back half. I'm good."
Good.
I would like to dodge.
Okay.
I think.
So
I would like to object to the number of dice that were just rolled.
Also
this thing The mist is forming, and as it comes together, this mist is holding this form of this almost lupine shaped thing that's larger than you. You're seeing what appears to be some sort of mouth, these extended fingers coming off these formed hands that are pointed, and it comes in and it slashes you. Right now, it is set to do 2 damage with its 1 success.
All right. Well, I'm going to dodge, and I'm going to attempt a standing dodge because I would like to be able to not have to spend my maneuvers getting up.
Hey.
All right.
I have dodged.
You have dooged. So this thing comes claw at you, going right for your chest. What does the dodge look like?
I think that instincts take over, and Osric begins to combat maneuver, and is essentially jolting to the left or the right to ensure that it doesn't quite land.
So the next 3 are you guys before the next bloodling gets to attack. Right now we've got Silva, Sten, Vasilla, and then Osric in the behind. Do we want to reorder that?
I can go last. I definitely want Vasilla to go, and probably Osric should go before I do. I would imagine. I think I can swap to the back end.
Okay, we'll swap you with Osric. Do we want Osric next? Osric, Sten, then Vasilla?
Vasilla, do you want to go first as you're sort of in a
Vulnerable position?
active fluting position?
Sure. I will continue to flout. I believe that is the best.
If you've got it,
Precedence.
flout it.
Okay. So we're going to have, so we're flipping. Vasilla is going to flip with Osric. Osric with Sten, or we're going to have Sten after Vasilla?
I'm good either way if either of you have a preference.
I don't have a particular preference. Sten can
Okay,
go
we'll
second.
have Sten next. All right, so Vasilla,
They're in the middle of the attempt to get away from this thing, so I feel like
You-
that's fine.
you start playing and the bubble has fully formed. So at this point, everything for Sten, yourself, and this woman has passed out. It's this weird dreamlike version of the outside. Everything seems ironically like you're looking through thick glass. And I don't think you realized how loud the outside was until it stopped. The crickets, just the natural sounds of the grass blowing in the wind. All we can hear is the flute. But you have successfully sealed the 3 of you inside of this bubble. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm going to gesture with the flute to go over to our friends, and I'm going to just start walking at a calm pace, when you're carrying something heavy between 2 of you, and you're carefully walking to make sure that you don't separate between you and the couch. I'm doing that.
You don't go with the bubble, Sten. So you'll have to make a decision whether you're going to go to stay in the bubble. And you see Vasilla's feet aren't even touching the ground as she's walking.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my intent is to stay in the bubble. I guess the question is, when do I need to make a roll to see if I want the flute?
That's going to be at your initiative.
Okay. But my intent
I'm
is
glad
to
you
stay
asked the
within
question,
range.
'cause
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to be the guy who
It's-
asked that question.
It's relevant. Yeah.
All right, so let's go right to Sten then. So Sten, I need an empathy roll. You want to succeed this.
Wait, I thought we wanted to fail this.
Oh, maybe you do need to fail it. Hold on. Let's look at this real quick. If the roll succeeds, they must attempt to steal. You want to fail this. You want to fail this. You were correct. Good memory.
I
Are you
I'm
muted,
very bad at
Brandon?
empathy rolls, and I never make it. Woo.
Hey,
Hey, look.
Brian,
you're
you're
muted, Sven.
I was joking that I was going to push, but no.
Give me that damn flute.
I need willpower really badly.
So it feels like years since the first time we heard this flute. It hasn't been years. But everybody I think recognized what this thing was doing. How are you preventing yourself from that thing seeping into your brain and effing with your desire?
Focus on that melody rather than whatever she's got going.
It'll be both your slow and your fast action if you want to stay in the bubble and keep her with you and keep holding and dragging.
I do want to do both of those things.
Okay. Ostrich.
So are we getting any closer to like the wagon?
Is that what we're trying to do? Is get closer to the wagon? What
I think
happened
so, because we need to drop that corpse off somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Corpse.
She's not a corpse yet.
I unintentionally killed you, Ostrich.
Not that
This
corpse,
thing's
the other one.
So it sounds like Vassy, you're headed towards where Silva is. Silva,
Mhm.
are you continuing to take the wagon away, or at this point are you stopping when you hear the music?
Yeah, especially assuming if I'm seeing them moving towards, I would definitely slow down to let them catch up.
Ostrich. You're also we're having a mute challenges today, baby. We can't hear you, Jim.
Oh, sorry. I have to take an empathy roll, right?
You do.
How do I take an empathy roll? Oh, it's over here. That's how I take
Click
an empathy
on
roll.
empathy.
Sweet. None of that.
So I would imagine the fact that this thing just attacked you could be distraction enough from
That's
wanting to go pick up.
And I know that Ostrich has had like we have played this flute on a number of occasions, and Ostrich has continuously failed this roll.
Nice.
So I think that at least at some point, he's beginning to like. It's like I've heard this, and I know this is a problem, but I don't have to deal with this problem. Like I need
Got
to make
it.
sure that Sten doesn't take the flute.
I think Ostrich is just tone deaf.
that could totally be it, right? Like, so given that it seems like it now has a physical form, and I spent my fast action on my dodge, I guess I'm going to use my slow action to draw my weapons, and then I'm going to use a talent, which is one of my talents. That one.
I swear I have one.
Path of the Blade, rank 2. Having used up all of my actions during the round, I will spend a willpower to immediately attack. Ambidextrous, rank 2, which means with my offhand, which is where I've been putting off Rustbite, I can swing, but it's a modified buff. But it is a sword. I am a sword fighter, so that gives me a +1.
All kinds of shit going on over here.
And I have swung the sword at the thing.
You have swung. It is going to take 2 damage.
And I'm not going to push that roll because there's 2 Banes, and that sounds terrible.
All right.
Strong choice.
So the second bloodling. What is it going to do? I think it is going to try to get inside of your bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on a second. I apologize. He takes half that damage. He takes 1 damage. how do I want to do this? I think it's going to end up being an agility roll for this thing to be able to penetrate that bubble.
Okay.
So let's do it that way. Oh shit. Okay. So it's going to get inside and get an opportunity to strike at you, Vasilla.
Ah.
I don't like that.
Whoa.
All right. The bloodling suddenly appears between two adventurers and tries to impale them on its arms. Roll an attack against each adventurer with 10 base dice and weapon damage. All right. So this is 2 damage, both to Sten as well as Vasilla.
All right. Are we able to try to dodge or no?
You sure can. So let's start with your reaction, Vasilla.
Double stab.
I will try.
Sten, you're out of fast actions, aren't you? So you do not have a dodge?
I have a thing. Fast footwork. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I can
you still get a
dodge.
dodge. Okay,
Yep.
great. So
All right. So I'm trying to dodge. And I could take a -2 or I can fall on the ground with this.
correct.
I think I'm just going to fall on the ground.
All right, so straight dodge. You only have to nullify 1 success, which you do. So as this thing tries to literally bring its arms up to impale you in your stomach, you fall back, I guess, to the ground, and it whiffs. It's headed trying to do the same to you, Sten.
All right. I do get a bonus die for fast footwork, and I am doing a standing dodge, so that offsets part of the penalty,
Yep.
which is enough.
Look at you. Silva.
Do I still did that interrupt Vasilla's flute playing, or do I still need the empathy roll at this
Oh,
point?
you still need the empathy roll.
Okay. Just want to check on that. We'll do that real
She's,
quick, and that will.
Vasilla's going to take a performance roll at the beginning of her initiative.
Well, it seems I want the flute.
It really sounds good.
Oh man, that's such a nice flute. I've always
And
said so.
That's something that you definitely don't have in your pack,
Oh yeah. I mean,
because you'd remember packing that.
one of a kind item, honestly.
I mean, I bet you could get a pretty coin for it too.
Oh, for sure. So yeah, I think Silva is just going to. I think she's just gonna waltz on over. I mean, I don't know how far away I am. If I'm
It'll take a turn for you to get to her. You won't be able to do anything.
okay, so yeah, I just almost transfixed, like walk into this fight and just essentially walk up to Sten and Vasilla with all of my actions, just like casual as can be.
Not
Yeah, the blood monsters.
Yep,
Like,
not even
oh.
acknowledging the 2 blood demons that are somewhat incorporeal and appearing between them and trying to impale your friends. Do you say anything on the way?
No. It's just this quiet, calm walk, very business forward.
All right. So we've got another attack coming. We're top of the round. This is going to be on you, Ostrich, the one that tried to slash you and you successfully dodged out of the way. You are still standing.
Uh-huh.
What's our react, if any?
I think I want to spend it on a dodge.
All right. Let's see first what it does here. Double stab.
Oh my
Suddenly
God.
appears between 2 adventures. There's only one of you. So it's going to try to, in fact, impale you as well. It is currently with 4 successes, which is 5 damage.
That is a lot.
That is a lot.
A lot. I don't like that at all.
And the dodge is all or nothing, but then you have armor.
Yeah. I have armor. All right. Well, I'm going to still try to take a standing dodge. I would like to push that dodge.
Okay.
Cool. cool.
Not a fan.
This is gonna go bad.
So this thing comes to impale you. It is going to reach you. It is likely going to hurt you. You attempt to dodge away. What's the damage from the agility? What happens?
I think that Osric is distracted by Silva's like motion. I think Osric has seen Sten under the influence of this flute on multiple occasions, and so I think he just does not get out of the way, and so has just not moved correctly in an effort. Like he's distracted from this. And I guess I'm gonna roll armor to hopefully not just fall over at 5. Cool.
This would be a really good one to roll well on. Oh, I see some 6s. Okay. So you're going to take 3.
And I will lose a point of armor on my great helm.
You feel
works.
You feel this thing go inside of your body through your armor, and you don't feel it puncture your skin. It just passes through your skin, and it just reaches up inside, and you can almost feel it grab onto your left lung as it pulls back out again. And you can feel that this damage is inside your body.
Oh, this is very bad, Greg. This is very bad.
Scylla. Need to do a few things. One, I need a performance roll.
I'm going to stop playing, but I don't know if you saw a performance roll.
Nope, that's fine.
Because it clearly didn't work. So
yeah, I think it lets you walk through things. I don't know if it's a force field.
Now I know.
Right.
We learned so much.
Yeah, so I'm going to stand up.
Okay, that's your fast action.
Which is my fast action. And then I'm going to burn both of my willpower to do a rank. No one else is injured currently. Is that true? Just Osric's beat to grab, right?
I think I have some minor, like a wits damage or something. But that's it.
I think Vasilla has to pick one stat, but I can't remember if that's true.
Oh, yeah. Then definitely don't worry about me then.
Each recover 1 point of damage to an attribute.
Okay.
Correct. You decide which attribute they all recover.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
But it has to be the same attribute, or you get to just pick. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be the same attribute. The way I've read it, it's the same attribute.
Yeah, I think it's...
So we need Osric to be alive. So, and it's a thing I'd prefer that would continue to happen. So I'm going to use both of my remaining willpower points to just like, I think I like bellow like when I was in trouble and my mom bellowed at me to like you could hear her like felt like halfway across the village and you were like, oh shit, I'm in trouble right now. I make that yell like, Osric! I like whatever your middle name is, Osric. I'm like
Osric the fighter.
and the way it's worded is you spend a willpower for each comrade, not each point,
so
right?
just
You can
one.
only
Okay.
raise 1 point.
So I will in
And
fact
it's
just
for
do
a number of people.
One willpower then.
Yep, save yourself a willpower.
If I could make my sheet work. How will I give myself a willpower? It keeps moving me.
Right,
You have to
go right
edit
or
the
left.
number.
I think if you right and left click it also.
Yeah, you
on the
can-
bar, it'll do it.
Left click will raise
All
it.
right, so that's
there
going to
as
heal
well.
Osric 1 strength.
Or other one.
That'll heal in one shot.
Great.
So Silva is just like looming over you right now. When you pop out of this bubble and then you scream, and I think she kind of flinches too a little bit, like, whoa!
I don't remember walking over here.
What has happened?
It's like when you walk in the kitchen, you forgot why you went into the kitchen.
Yeah, Silva definitely has the wait. What was I doing over here again? Look on her face.
I don't think you get to stop wanting the flute just because the flute stopped playing.
You do actually.
Do you?
Because I remember that the last time it was like Silva was like coming for it, and then it stopped, and she's like, "What the heck?"
Whew, that would be better.
So I think that's probably my slow action, right? Because
Yeah.
it's yeah, makes sense. Yep, slow action right there.
Sten.
Yeah. So, what would it take me in terms of actions to try and get this woman dumped onto the wagon? Says something I could do this turn, or
No, and the reason I'm going to say no, you could head that way, potentially, Sten, but I think Silva left the wagon.
yeah.
So I think that would be maybe two turns.
All right. Ain't nobody got that kind of time.
Correct.
So Sten is going to sort of half gently drop her to the ground, and get his bow out and try and put an arrow into this thing that is menacing Osric.
And remind me, with all of your shiny things,
I don't need to ready weapon before
Got it.
I shoot, and I can
That's what I
shoot as a
thought.
fast action.
Perfect. All right, so let's do a slow action shot. The one closest to you, I forget what it is. It's what's the negative? There's a negative.
Oh, I have a thing for this.
-3. It'd be a -3 to shoot the one next to you. There would be no penalty to shoot the one that obviously just did some damage to Osric.
Yeah, no, I'm working on the one with Osric, and the good news is because I have what is it, fast shooter, I can shoot and run at the same time, so
Nice.
I will back away from the one that is up in my grill.
Yep.
For reference, if it matters, this longbow here is magical.
Yep.
And I'm gonna roll a bunch of dice. Disappointingly.
Oof.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh, God, with the two banes.
Yeah, no.
What are they on? One of them, it looks like on the longbow.
Yeah,
Nope,
no,
they're both on
I-
agility.
Yeah, no, I can't afford that at this point. So I miss. It's just, I'm in too much of a to get too much shit done at once.
You're doing a lot.
Ugh.
All right, fast action.
Well, if I have fast action, I can take another shot.
Right, because you said it cost you nothing to ready.
Yep, I don't
Right.
need
Oh,
to
you're
ready.
gonna use your fast action to pull away from him, right? To get some distance.
Well, no,
Is that
because
right?
I can run and shoot at the same time.
Okay, so you still have a fast action then.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot him again. Hopefully better. Still got all those things.
No arrow.
Hey,
That's a little better.
Definitely better.
All right.
Definitely better. And because of the nature of that bow, it is not half damage.
Excellent.
but the magic sword was.
Sword?
The oh, it's right. I forgot it was a magic sword. Yes, that would have been 2 damage. I apologize. I forgot.
Excellent.
Easy to fix.
Yeah.
Specifically, a
So-
demon killing magic sword.
That's done. And if you hover over, it says badly injured.
Ooh, goody.
And I saw that Osric went back to injured instead of badly injured.
Progress.
So this arrow, if this thing was full corporeal, it would have been right into like the side of its torso. The kill shot for a stag, if you were hunting a stag, it would immediately drop anything, and the arrow just goes through it. But you see it pull some of its mist with it as it comes out.
I'll take what I can get.
I think that's smart. Osric.
I think Osric howls in pain and rage, and I think has to swing with the axe first, because I think it is my main hand weapon.
Okay.
So we will do axe fighter and roll dice.
Oh, our scar has a cool name, but it's not. In fact,
It's not a
right.
magical axe.
Correct. And it does that cuts through it. It does 1 damage.
Doesn't die, huh?
Does not.
I will spend a willpower in the opposite direction to then swing with Frostbite.
I just love this image of this double strike with this big ass sword and this axe.
He's so cool.
After you've had this thing inside your body.
That will change to a 10 again.
That kind of game, huh?
And we will roll dice.
That was a lot of dice.
I think that is where we are.
Yeah. 3 damage is a lot of damage. And it goes down. And it
Goodness.
falls into like this. It almost seems to keep its form, but it's like slowly dissipating away. It's not able to keep itself formed and together. No, that's not the right one. Okay. And that was the one that was next in initiative. So well done.
Oh,
Hey. Hashtag
wait. That's not true.
I have them mixed up. I might have them mixed up.
Because my
helping.
like it hit me first. So
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Oh, hold on. All right, I see what you're saying. All right, so we'll do this.
fixed it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like
Swap
it had
initiative.
just hit
No,
me
you're
twice.
good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
He's gonna let me get stabbed before I get an action.
You had an action.
This one is
That was last turn.
1. There it is.
I believe because I have broken a thing with Rustbite, I now take a point of empathy damage.
I
I think
feel
if you-
like that shouldn't apply to demons, but that's just me.
I don't disagree with that sentiment. However,
That
it's
is the
not-
case. Let's
it's
take a
not
quick
written.
look.
on the sword. So I will take a point of empathy damage for that,
All right.
making it much less likely that I
So
take the fleet.
this has been a very busy 2 seconds. Silva, you've walked over. You're clear your head as this bulb and this music stops. Vasilla is yelling at Osric. Osric had this thing. You saw this thing go inside of Osric and just pull out, and there's no blood or anything, which is bizarre. And then Osric just axe and then Rustbite, and this thing just dissipates to the ground. There's still one that is near Vasilla and near Sten, and you were in the same. You were there as well.
Yeah, I should be right there next to Silva.
Yeah.
So
Yep. It
or
is your
Silva.
initiative.
I'm Silva.
Well, no, the thing gets to go.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Okay.
Osric just narked on us.
Oh, I see.
That one still gets to go, and then
You're right.
kill
You're
me,
right.
and
You're
then
right. You're right.
and then
you're
I don't
right,
get
It
to
you're
could kill everybody. It might have a triple stab.
kill me and Vasilla. It'll be
All right.
great.
I don't know which one it would go for between the three of you. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Sten, Vasilla.
Silva.
Thank you. All right, Silva.
See,
What is your reaction?
I mean, if it's coming for me, I'm going to dodge because
You are definitely going to dodge. Each adventurer within near range is engulfed in the blood mist, which fills their minds with fear. Roll fear attacks with 8 base dice against all victims.
Oh, good.
I did that. And I forget what happens with fear.
I feel like it's the worst thing that could ever
Yeah,
happen.
It's not.
I know it's
it's-
horrible.
It's not as bad as disease, but it's pretty bad.
All right.
It's like you don't get any
12.
defensive rolls. It's just
112.
awful.
112, was that the page?
Yep.
Yep. Fear dice roll a number of base dice. Each hit rolled causes 1 damage to wits.
Ah.
That's basically all it says.
Okay, so 1 damage to wits for everybody within near, which is everybody but Osric.
Wait, was it only
Okay,
one?
and-
You only rolled 1 success on 8 dice?
Yes.
I did.
Oh, thank goodness. And I am far enough away. Also good.
Correct. You are not near. All fear attacks have near damage unless otherwise some fear attacks target a single victim while others affect everyone within range. Yeah. This thing dissipates. Ostrich takes it down. The 3 of you were there, and it looks like this one's dissipating too. But we just see them, and there's just a red rage. The color of the world changes. It gets like a colored lens as everything just goes red. Now, Frady Cat Silva, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so I think
As this thing is, you can feel it right in your
Yeah.
in the cavities of your nose, behind your face.
Silva has just been through a ringer of emotional trauma. Sudden greed for this flute, suddenly being snapped out of that by screaming Vasilla, and then suddenly back in the blood mist. So I think that dodge translates to she actually just kind of like goes to her knees and goes to the ground and like grasping her head. And I think she's going to reach for Clay's Guardian
Okay.
and just basically pull it out and have it ready. Maybe try to get herself to her feet and get out of the mist. But I think that's about all she can do because I use
That'll be your two actions, right? To pull
fast
that out
dodge.
and to stand up, and you definitely want to be
Yeah.
standing. Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you. Vasilla,
Do we want to shuffle?
Yeah, shuffling seems good. Because I don't need to go first.
all right. Who do you want to swap with, Vasilla?
I'll just go straight with Osric, right?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
Because like Osric and Sen are 6 of one, half dozen other in terms of murder.
All right, Ostrich.
I think Osric is like at this point the other one is recorporealized, or at least has.
You're starting to see it
central
reform, right, as it draws itself out of the orifices
Our
of your friends.
nostrils, gnarly.
Never say that again.
Osric is going to melee charge into the other one. This has already been a lot.
All right, so let's remind everybody what melee charge does.
I can do that probably. Melee charge allows me to move and also make an attack with a single action.
It's a single slow action, right?
A single slow action, yes. So it allows me to move from near. Oh, I was not near. So I have to move to near,
Okay.
then move to arm's length. Right.
So that'll be your fast and your slow action,
Yes,
but it'll allow you to attack.
correct.
And does it give you a bonus to that attack?
It does because I have rank 2 of melee charge. It allows me to it modifies the attack by +1.
Are you dropping the axe along the way, and so you can strike with?
That would be smart. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, you're noticing that, and it doesn't surprise you.
It does.
That's what this demon sword
The
does.
demon hunting sword is good at killing demons.
Yeah.
This seems like a fine plan.
So we just see you launching, tossing Heartscar to the ground, and sword coming in.
Sword fighter melee charge and a D10. And we will roll giant piles of dice. Oh, it was so close. It was so close to being a 9.
Do we want to push it?
We do not want to push that because I cannot have another bane of my strength. Vasilla will yell at me again.
We'll do that anyways.
Nobody wants that to happen.
But I do have a talent for this. What is the talent for this, right? Because I've spent both my actions, so I can spend a willpower
Yes.
to swing again.
Do you have willpower?
I did have willpower. I spent it to do this again. that didn't work.
We need a big swing like it got against you, like that other one got. We need a lot of successes.
It would be nice.
Oh, yeah.
A
Hey.
lot of successes. I have one more talent that I think is relevant here. Where did that one go? I think I did.
Spend more willpower. Might be a problem.
Oh, no, I don't think I do, because I don't have rank 3 of that. I thought I did, but I do not. Oh, that's what I got.
All right, so you charge in, you toss the axe to the side. The first swing comes by sheer will, spending your willpower. You're able to get a second strike in. How do you think you can tell that the second one has considerably more impact than that first strike did?
I think that, like, you literally see it, even though it will probably come back together, like it cleaves in half and then comes back together. And so you can tell that it was, like maybe even like it cleaves in half and then sort of begins to reform, but doesn't quite, it's like not moving as fast as it was moving before.
Yeah, the Rustbite didn't go through it. Rustbite cut it in half, right? Unlike what the axe was doing. I think that's very, very cool. You're feeding Rustbite right now. And how can you tell as you're holding it?
I think, and this may even be imagined more than real, but like I feel like the sword like thrums when it is attacking demons, so like it's almost vibrating as if it were alive in that way. And again, I'm not 100% convinced that it's actually true.
Yep.
But it definitely feels that way to Osric.
Sten, you have backed away. Once again, we see Osric take down one of these things, charge into the next one, cleave it in half, but it is reforming.
Well, I'm going to see if I can make it stop doing that. Because I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'll leave that one as is.
Yikes. Bloody Banes.
I think that's a matter of timing more than anything. I think it doesn't fully reform when your arrow goes through. And we see it try and then just dissipate into the air.
Excellent. I immediately look over to the rest of the pillars.
They did not have any mist in them. It was just these two. She's out cold on the ground. Osric, what is your situation, strength-wise?
I am now at 3 of 5.
Okay. And did we have what other? Quick tally. Who else has taken any type of damage? Who is not full stats right now?
I have a wits damage.
2 wits damage.
Gotcha.
I also have taken 2 of my 3 agility and 1 of my 2 empathy, just to kind of put the big picture. So I have a grand
Osric.
8 of my original. What is it? 13. Yeah, 8 of my 13.
Well, that's the price you pay for murdering the crap out of demons.
You see Sten finish the job. A job that you loosened the jar.
Oh, yeah, no, I totally stole that.
Which is good, because it would have cost me my last empathy.
What? As like you realize that this immediate danger is gone. I want to get a sense of what we see when we look at Osric, because Osric has been better.
Yes, I think like in my mind he falls to his knees and is just breathing very hard, because that was a lot for even that short amount of time, and is also much like Sten. Eyes are wild, checking on these other pillars to make sure that there's not something else coming for us, because that would be very bad.
Are you steady on your feet?
Oh no, I think he fell to his knees.
Yeah. Um, there's a quiet. You feel like you can still smell this mist, these things, like they're somehow still in the air. And then you hear the hooves of the approaching horses. Let's take a 10-minute break. So, Oshrik, you're on your knees, and you can hear the distinct sound of horses' hooves hitting the ground. And you look that way, which is towards Amber's Peak, and you see 4 horses, and on them 4 men. And immediately you know they're Quard. You can tell by their brown cloaks, the brown and white spotted horses. These are not the Galdanes. These are Quards. One of them you recognize, and he seemed to be relatively high up in Meridia's kind of hierarchy. You never got a name. The other 3 you do not recognize.
Hail and well met.
They're not quite here yet.
Okay.
You'd have to really scream, I think.
I don't need to do that.
But they are riding towards you with intent.
Sure.
And all 4 of you see this.
I mean, I put my bow away. I don't want to look like a threat. And I'm going to try and check on the dwarf woman. Not that I have a lot of healing ability, but just
I'll check on the dwarf woman.
Great, thank you.
Vasily, just real quick, you check on her. She's warm. She seems okay. Like, I think either she had a fever dream and like mental break, something happened, and she just broke. And she's like semi-conscious, not forming any type of words, not opening her eyes, but your assessment is that she needs a warm bed.
Okay. I go check on Osric too.
Osric is in worse shape.
Yeah. Yeah. Also needs a warm bed.
But you guys have roughly about 8 seconds, I think, before these guys are within at least bow distance.
Silva's going to try to hail, like at least throw up hands, like kind of gentle, like, "Hey, we're here. We see you. Please." We're trying to give the like, "Hey, we're peaceful."
Other than the wounds on us, is there any kind of physical evidence of these things? Did they leave anything, debris or body or spray or anything?
No,
of course not.
It's in fact, if Osric were to take off his shirt, it would just be like a bruising where this thing entered his body. Sully, you spent a good bit of time in Amber's Peak, so I think you would know exactly who this is, and I think he knows you. This is Monkar, second in command of the Quards, really the military right hand of Meridia. I think unlike your 3 friends, you did not spend a lot of time with the leadership level of Amber's Peak. I think we spent more time in the town with the farmers and the shopkeepers and things like that. But you do know him. Vasily, you get to Ostrich, you have a half second. What do you want to do? Anything?
No, I'm just going to be like, make sure that he's alive, like breathing alive, like no, like clearly like gashes or, people do all kinds of crazy shit under adrenaline.
And I think Osric wants to make sure that he's standing when they get here. And I think we'll also put Rustbite away, and may or may not have time to go get Heartscar.
Probably not.
That's fine.
When they get about 30 yards away, they pull the horses back and stop. The 3 men that are with Monkar have short bows with arrows cocked, but they're not aiming them. And Monkar just kind of looks and says, Palakas is right. You are the dragon
first.
The
What was that
dragon.
second
What?
part?
The dragon bringers.
Hail now, old friend. We mean no trouble. We are merely passing by.
He looks at you and he's got that at the grocery store, I know you, but I can't place you look on his face.
Come
You're-
now, friend.
You're not
Till they
with,
door.
you're not with them.
I am, as of these days. It has been best to keep eyes on interesting travelers.
I think he addresses Sten. The Mother Commander made it very clear that you are never to return to Amber's Peak.
We're not planning to. This woman was building this contraption out here. And as we came by to see what was going on, one of these towers cracked and released a couple of blood mist demons, which we killed. You're welcome. And now we're moving on. We know where we're not wanted.
He's taking it in. So you're not responsible for her being on the ground?
I mean, we're responsible for her not being dead. But I feel like someone should probably take her back to town and have her looked at. And I don't think that should be us for obvious reasons.
She told me to bring you back.
We were told never to come there again, and that seems like an interesting choice of direction.
You said your name was Silva.
Indeed. Do you not remember me? Spent a good amount of time in town.
Your face is familiar. And you travel with them. Do you?
Indeed, I do.
Did they tell you what they did?
Oh, I was there when it happened. I believe there was misunderstanding.
I'm going to ask Silva to roll a very important manipulation roll, please.
I would love to roll a manipulation roll. That sounds great to me. Man, I wish I'd insulted him. I'd get a bonus for it, but I didn't know such a thing.
Dumbass.
Shithead.
Your horse is ugly.
I feel like throwing out insults at this moment is not in my advantage, despite what my rules might give me. Here we go.
Could have been better.
More successes will have an impact. Would you
Well,
like
then I
to
might as well push it. Might as well. All right.
Explain to me then why you would travel with those that brought the dragon to Amber's Peak.
As I said, they are interesting strangers. Well, former strangers to myself. I find their travels bring me to interesting places to make interesting deals. I am a merchant, as I believe you may recall.
Where did you come from and where are you headed?
I don't have a great answer for where she came from.
And you can tell he's kind of referring to the four of you, right? Where did the four of you travel from and where are you headed? It wasn't an existential question.
That's a deep question. Oh, God. A whole life story.
Coming from. Well,
Stay a while.
When I was a child.
Here and there.
No, that's not what I asked you.
And a mommy elf and a daddy
was a-
human love each other very much.
I was a young elf. Uh, we
We come from the northeast. We're headed to the southwest, around Amber's Peak. Thank you.
For what business?
Our own.
Back away from her.
I do.
And he kind of does a snap motion. And it's almost like a ballet. The horse goes from standing still to moving, and you didn't see the transition. And in one motion, the horse gets close enough to where he reaches down to the point where he's sideways on the saddle, lifts her up soft without the horse stopping, and has her laid on his back, the back of the horse right behind his saddle. He makes strong eye contact with the four of you, one at a time, and turns to head back west.
I'd recommend you have someone come back to look at these things every few days. If there's red mist forming in them, you'll probably want to have them destroyed.
You see a nod.
Oh, that could have gone worse.
Once he's away, I'm like,
Not as well as expected.
I think we should destroy them.
I
Like, have you
suppose.
ever had a god talk to you?
Silva was, or not Silva, jeez. Priscilla, was there anything in that book of yours about demons like communicating to people through dreams and maybe that's what got our dwarf?
That's a good question. I will
I don't think
consult.
you can answer that. You don't need to roll for this.
No.
That has to be part of the lore. There has to be stories of that, right?
Yes. It's been known that mortals are corrupted. I mean, the way of tales. Always the truth, obviously, because we're a clear-spoken people. But yeah, there's talk of people getting visions of manipulations. There's drawings of like creatures above beds whispering at people. Fanciful tales, but all lines up with visions. And I've never heard a vision of a god, honestly, that it was believable.
Yeah, not to be too cynical, but a demon whispering to one in one's sleep seems a more likely scenario. Unfortunate.
We break them.
All right,
we're-
then.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, yeah, I think we're going to proceed to break the rest of them.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan. I think Osric will go pick up Heartscar and walk over and see what we can do about breaking these glass pillars.
And the farthest one to the left that was unbroken, you start to see a distortion in it when you break it that immediately dissipates once it's broken. Nothing in the other two. So now this planed area that she had cleared out is just covered in these huge shards of glass. And the fire in her forge is starting to die. So there's a little bit less smoke coming off the top of it.
I'll ruin the forge if I can, although I don't know what to do there really. But
That would take a bit of an effort. She built this with stone and mortar.
When you say ruin, do you mean like take it down, or do you mean like put out the fire?
certainly put out the fire, but I was thinking like completely destroy. Because whoever had these visions, whatever demon summoned these visions, if it sets them back another 3 days, more's the better.
Mm.
although most of the tales don't speak of the visions recurring to new people exactly the same. Um, but they can be far reaching. But you never hear of like, oh, my dad had these visions and I had these visions. It tends to be like a single quest kind of thing, like a person, Bordrick the Fallen.
And if she comes out to do this again, there's nothing we can do to stop her.
Yeah.
It's not like we're staying here to do it. So,
Well, I don't know that she will. I feel like
no, I don't either. So maybe we just put the fire out and leave a little monument to her folly.
I mean, not to be too crude, but I can't do it, and Osric needs his rest. So, unless you want to, Silva, I think we leave it as is.
I mean, it depends on how much time we want to spend here, or if we're just going to move on.
Well,
Certainly, probably could dismantle it with enough time.
What time of day is it, Craig?
It's a third quarter day, so it's getting close to dark.
I imagine the horseman would like us to make a bit more space.
God, I don't like that man's name. I did a good job of not like saying something mean about him. I'm very proud of me. My mom would be so proud.
And Silva, you remember people spoke highly of him, both as capable and being a man of honor. And I think it's notable that if he was telling the truth, he defied the Mother Commander's orders.
Oh yeah, not Monkar. Monkar's fine. It's Polaris.
It was the name that we hadn't heard
Polacus.
before.
Oh.
Polacus.
Polacus.
Fucking
Ugh.
Colossus, man.
Advisor to the Mother Commander.
Good thing is, it wasn't Polacus who came to speak to us. It was Monkar, and he's a man of honor. So,
Yeah.
we should.
That's right. Polacus has a very squishy nose.
I forgot about that.
So let's make some haste then, and
Yeah,
get
are we
you some rest.
we're getting like closer to where we're going actually doesn't take us closer
Well,
to
let's
town.
say we go to the map.
I brought this up, but we do still have the master with us in our cart, though, don't we?
Oh wow, you sure do.
Yeah.
I keep
Master, what do you think
forgetting
about all
him.
this?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Actually,
Have you
did
seen
it
blood
mean
demons
Amber's
before?
Oh, that's true. All right, so you guys are kind of on the eastern part of this hex here, right? About a mile or so from Amber's Peak. The river that you've been following continues. It actually travels through Amber's Peak, or out of Amber's Peak, technically, because it's traveling from west to east.
I think, if I remember correctly, our original plan was to go sort of up and around
Yep.
That's
because
because the mountain range goes like
far
really far
south.
down.
Yeah.
Where
So-
that 5 sets of hexes are,
Yeah.
where we're going.
So maybe if we can head another hex to the northwest and make camp there.
Yeah, I think that's my plan.
All right, so let's bring up your group sheet. Put us where we are. Tell me who's doing what.
I am not particularly good at keeping watch at the current time, but I don't think most of us are.
Yeah, we don't need to make way because we've been here before.
We don't need to make way, in which case I could keep watch.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
like
probably
you're
gonna be
keeping
for the
watch.
best right now.
All righty. Is there a spyglass available?
Sure, you can
It doesn't
borrow the
even work.
spyglass.
Don't use
Great.
that.
Spyglass works great.
Which
Lies.
is what, one die?
I think it's 2. Who's got
Unless you
spyglass
broke it
right now?
again.
Do I have it?
Oh wait, hold on. I know where it's at. It's in my.
It's in the cart.
Yeah, it's with Thundercloud. Spyglass. I'll post it to chat.
I think it's 2.
+2 to scouting.
Sweet.
Yeah, just add the gear dice. Yeah.
Hey,
He's
Okay, so successful. Keep watch. Everybody else is hiking.
I think so.
So this is the second hex of the third quarter. The last time you traveled this area, it was with Aldrich. And if you remember correctly, it was right around here that you met our poisonous bird things. So I'm imagining as 3 of the 4 of you are walking, seeing a couple familiar landmarks, a tree. There's a lot of looking up, a lot of listening very closely. That'll take us into the fourth quarter of the day.
All right. I believe we should make camp here.
seems
Agreed.
perfectly reasonable.
Feels so close to Amber's Peak, but we can't keep going.
No.
No.
Yeah, we made space. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and at this point, I mean, you're a good 10 miles, right? Traveled. So you're a healthy distance, a lot healthier than you were before.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah, they have to go out of their way to come find us now.
Are we going to call it a night?
Yeah.
I think so.
Make a camp. Take a snoozer.
All right. So I assume Sten's going to make camp.
Yep.
We've got tent. Very nice.
Good camp. So +2 dice to whoever's scouting, keeping watch.
And then I think 2 of you will sleep.
Osric sleeps.
I guess Osric should sleep instead of keeping watch.
Probably a good idea. Yeah, it'll heal all your attributes. You got no critical injuries, so
I'm gonna sleep. Osric's gonna sleep.
I'll keep watch.
Stan, I think, probably keeps watch.
Sten's making
Then
camp.
mid camp.
Oh,
Yeah,
then-
I'll keep watch.
It's fine. You got 2 dice for me and the spyglass. You'll find.
Yeah, that'll be great.
The only attribute that I didn't take damage in was for scouting.
2 for gear and 2 for Sten.
Yep.
I was like, I'm still good. I've got the spyglass.
Yeah,
I can do fine.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we're fine.
It's very dark.
Yeah, we get a nice fire going. Tent is up. Osric makes noises every time he moves. But he ends up falling asleep with Vasilla. Dawn approaches. Welcome to the first quarter of Spring Wane 39. 2 of you have slept, 2 of you have not.
switch.
Yeah, nap time.
Can't hear you, Brian.
I would like to do some sleeping.
All right, so Silva and Sten sleep. This gives us an extra quarter day for Vasilla and Osric. How do we want to spend it?
I'm going to keep watch, right? Unless that counts for the whole thing. I don't remember.
I only need it for the next hex. You're fine. You've done it for this hex.
I think. So I healed all the way. I don't know. I think I just like do some derping around. I think like like
Is that a technical term?
yeah, yep. I think I like if we don't need food or water or anything, like I don't know if everyone else's supplies are in good order, but
I'm great.
no.
I definitely wouldn't go so far as to say great. I have no food left. But I also recognize that I am not the hunter of the party.
I can go fishing. It's been a long time since I fished, but I can do it. Don't remember how to do it, but I know I have this talent that says I can. Survival, apparently. With my big 0. Yep.
Yep, and you've got fishing gear, which I think gives you a gear bonus.
Mm-hmm. So if you need me to go fish for you to wrap it up, but I mean, obviously, Stan's pretty good at the old hunting.
Stan's
So
sleeping.
yeah,
Since sleeping now, but
you're right.
he's
But,
also good at the hunting.
yeah, I
As
think
far as the broader,
yeah, I don't mind waiting on that because I feel like
I think we as a collective have enough food that I can roll somebody else's die, but I have like no food die currently.
cool. So I'm gonna do some studying. I'm gonna like effectively start prepping on teaching myself a talent of some kind, but I haven't decided on what yet.
How about Ostrich?
I feel like I should do something very much like that, but I also have not been thinking about what it was going to be.
Okay.
So yeah, just derping for me.
Want to move to the second quarter day?
Yes, sir.
Sounds
All
like what we're
right.
doing.
Cool.
I assume we're going to break up camp
And head
and
Yeah.
north.
Hit the
Remind
road?
me, four on the map was like the was that where the sisters had their camp?
I think so.
you're talking about here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where Raven's camp was.
Got it. Yeah, I think let's travel.
Yeah, we know generally which way we're going, and mostly right now we're just circumnavigating mountains. So
Mountains.
All right, so we're headed northwest.
Yep.
Let's see some rolls.
I'll watch.
Okay.
Party, travel, keep watch.
And still the spyglass.
My favorite.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey,
It's great.
think about pushing it because I could really use the.
Hey, now.
The one success is on the spyglass, so she can't completely break it.
Oh my god! No, I won't do that. That feels very gamey to me, but it would be hilarious if I broke the spyglass pushing it for a year.
All right. Keep watch. Oh, that was a success. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. So I think we're gonna go through where the camp was is our next hex, unless
Yeah.
something
No
interrupts
reason
us.
not to. Yeah.
So you travel. Oh, I forgot to check weather. Hold on 1 second for me.
Uh-oh.
A slight drizzle.
It's always slightly drizzling.
It is spring.
Forbidden Lands are actually Seattle.
What's going on here? Well, let me switch to the map. There we go. All right. So sounds like we're head southwest.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Through where Raven's camp used to be.
Raven's camp used to be. Yeah.
So yeah, because they had picked up and moved on, hadn't they?
Mhm.
That was their plan.
Yeah, and I think you see where the site was. It was cleared out. Though to their credit, they do a pretty good job of not leaving much behind. Any type of conversations happening during this journey? What are we doing? What are we talking about? I can always invoke our master if you guys want me to stir things up a little bit.
I think Silva is actually kind of genuinely curious, and she's gonna bring it up with whoever is willing to talk to her. But like, so what exactly did happen with the dragon's egg in Amber's Peak?
We were
I
told
was-
to break it open, and we did.
Well,
I
so
see.
you know that festival where I forget the name of it, but they like roasted a stone and they see how long it takes the stone to break, and the longer it takes the
Yeah.
stone to break, the more good luck for the people, right?
Right? Yeah.
And so we suspiciously got put into the position of the stone heater up breakers, and we were being directed by the golden-eyed one, and so we did that, and then there was a baby dragon. And
then there was another dragon.
then there was a mama dragon, well, a adult
Yeah.
dragon, and then there
I
was a
remember all
demon
of
that
that.
fought the dragon, and yeah. So whoever put that stone there set us up, and we just didn't have the time to find out who. And I don't think it was the golden-eyed one, although they can't be trusted.
Oh, certainly
to-
not.
I have to assume it was like Palakis is conniving, but that seems like a
No,
stretch
he
for
couldn't
That
him,
seems-
right?
Yeah, that seems a bit above his pay grade. I don't know
Which
where he'd
means
dig
it's
up a
the
dragon
faceless
egg of all
one.
things.
Right? But how'd they get a demon egg or a dragon egg? I mean, we ran into the man cow demon monster, so he's been in the bears, and I glare. There was a mother bear who had been corrupted by demon magic, so maybe he intended to corrupt a dragon.
So real quick, Silva, this account that Vasila just gave you completely reorients those events for you.
Right.
And it's not that you don't believe her. Of course you do. You have almost died together.
Yeah.
But I would be curious if you're willing to share what the ongoing version of what happened was always.
Like what other people say happened here.
What did everybody say around Amber's Peak after the dragon bringers left?
Ooh.
Which also lined up with what you witnessed.
Right. I'm trying to remember the actual details of the ceremony and what Silva would have seen of it. I mean, she wasn't like directly present like everyone else was.
Yeah, and if it's okay, I think you didn't watch it happen. I think you were somewhere else, and then everybody saw the dragons rise up from where the ceremony was.
Yeah, like Silva would have seen it after everything had gone completely haywire.
Did everybody blame the four of them?
I think most people did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many accounts whenever you all had left. Some people said it was already unusual that it was outsiders performing the ceremony, and some said your other companion, the taller younger man. Some say he brought strange magics into this scenario. Which certainly he did not, at least not that specific instance, I would assume.
Mm-hmm. No.
So
No. His magics have caused us some pain, but also great. It's gotten us out of a couple jams too. But no. We got set up by someone on the inside. Someone with enough knowledge and power to have put that there. I don't think it was any of the horse lords, either the plentiful or the other ones that were there.
yeah, that doesn't seem like a court or a Galdane plot for sure. Certainly someone more connected to the Lord in the castle.
Sten, do you care?
I mean, if you ask Sten out loud, he will say no, he does not care. But it rankles him that they were set up and people believe that we made a mistake.
Does Sten have a theory?
I mean, it all goes back to the Big Z, doesn't it? I'm sure he was, behind it in some capacity. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Marigon was also involved, but I think Zertorm is ultimately behind it.
So another thing you should know is we went into the castle through a back way, and we met a woman, a purported woman, who we later found was a demon. Like demon with a capital D. Like even Rustbite couldn't hurt her. And she had the skin of someone's face on her wall. And the only way we got out is Stan ripped the face, I think, the skin like apart, is like held it as a threatening thing, and she cared about it. But the thing that fought the dragon and won, and we've killed half demons. Like, I know I spin a tail, but like how we came to Amber's Peak is we killed a half demon, a Rust brother, who turned into a demon and ate 2 children before we stopped him. 1 child, ripped them apart and ate them, and we saved 2 more and brought them back, the children of the battle lord. But there's even all I've read, I don't know what that thing is.
Certainly must be quite powerful if even Ostrich with Rustbite couldn't fell it.
Most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
I think that sends her back to the mines a little bit. And like,
I guess we've seen terrifying things.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, what?
that coming from Sten is just like, okay.
Yeah, I finally agree with Stan about something. That was... Anyway,
Thank you. That is...
whatever that was, it's frustrating being painted as the villains when we weren't. But
it never quite sat right with me. I appreciate you sharing that. It's given me quite a bit to think about.
But it seems like we're not completely distrusted. I mean, Monkar is, suspicious, but let us go. So
that's our 2 hexes for that quarter day. Will take us into the 3rd quarter day. Do we want to travel 2 hexes for this as well?
yeah, we're just
right.
rambling people.
What's next?
Guess
Southwest, I believe.
Southwest.
Yeah.
You want
Alright.
to keep watch this time, Sten?
I am happy to do so.
You get a cool kid spyglass.
Some sort of fancy skill that lets you hunt while you walk.
No, hunting counts as rest for me, but we do have to be stationary. We're good there. Now the question is, do we want to head south to, through these hills that we're already somewhat familiar with? Or do we want to try and follow the river? Because if I'm not mistaken, we're ultimately heading. So, Craig, on the new map that we found, we're headed in the direction of what's labeled on the map as Harga.
I believe so. Let me bring it up here so everybody can see it. Give me just 1 second. So you are kind of north of Stone Loom Mines, right? Which you should be able to see on your little hand-drawn map. I think you marked that. as you tried to orientate yourself
Yeah.
on this found map. But yeah, headed south. And where our friend is saying that the Vale of the Dead is you see those mountains that are south of the word Harga? He's saying it's on the south side of those mountains.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
probably
I
follow
feel
the river.
it might be to follow the river.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want to go northwest, or do we want to? I mean, we know generally where it's heading. I think southwest will get us there.
Yeah, we probably just cut straight southwest.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right.
You're the guide.
We will need
To lead the way.
lead the way.
Alright,
Yeah.
so if you're leading the way, then I will watch the way.
Sounds good.
Scout. Cookie
Way
glass.
has been led.
Way has been watched.
So things, you're kind of leaving the foothills of the mountains here back into kind of that flat grasslands that you've spent so much time traveling through as you went to Eye of the Rose and when you left Eye of the Rose and headed back towards these mountains. And Vasila, it makes it a lot easier to do what you're trying to do, which is keep your eyes on things. So you see it, and it's a good bit of distance away. And it's oddly in the middle of nowhere. So it's not near water. It's not like on a lake or a pond or near a stream or anything. It's just standing there, maybe a tenth of a mile from where you are when you notice it. And at some point, I'm sure it was a tall and mighty tower. But you can tell that at least the top half of it has collapsed and is in ruins. Can you give me a lore roll?
I can. I can see it on my main sheet again. There it is. Lore. I'm going to push that, I think, because I like to know stuff. I'm going to fail to push that because I missed the button. I still here push. Haha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wow. 2 successes. Interesting. Okay. You're keeping a distance because you made your scouting roll. What this invokes in you is the idea of a wizard's tower. That very often men of magic, that's capital M, not gender male, would gather in these towers before the mist to study and to practice magic. And that's the feeling this invokes in you. Is this feels like the ruins maybe of one of those towers.
We need to go over there.
You sure?
Yeah, so I've heard tell that there'll be a lot of knowledge and books in there. And I look over at our Uncle Lore Master next to us, and I'm like, right? Like, you've heard of the Tower of Fellows, right?
I wonder if that is a sorcerer's tower.
Oh, it's the Sorcerer's Tower.
So there's lore in there, but there's not going to be any traps or bound demons or,
Sorcerers.
anything else that's going to make our lives miserable when we go there.
Hunter, even if we found one book, it would be worth the risk.
I mean,
As you.
the Eye of the Rose wasn't full of any elves, was it?
Did that make it any less dangerous?
No.
Little one, there'll be books. There could be books in there with teachings.
Right? Think of all that you could hold in the cart and then sell. And we have to learn how to fight the demoness at some point.
Well,
He has a point.
I'll bet you a silver piece everything's been eaten by deer or crapped on by birds, but sure, we can take a look.
Well, Ostric's out of food anyway, and then you'll be able to hunt.
Compelling point.
So we ride towards the tower. And we're doing that as the sun is pushing to the west. Let's go to credits.
From a band of heroes bold, stand the hunter versus fair, with tales of glory told, Osric with his mighty blade, rustbite of demonic hue, and silver half-elf merchant king, their journey did ensue. Silver trades and secrets hold the smile upon her face, while Osric swings his fearsome sword in battle's fierce embrace. Through Raven's land they wander in search of ancient stones, to free the land from darkness where evil's a terror roams, with courage as their banner and hearts forever true.
Jim says, I don't miss the I don't miss the magic mishap table. I feel like I say this every time before you get in a fight. But when that thing hit Osric for 5 before you rolled that armor, like that would have broke you, right? I'm like, holy shit. And there's still one left.
Yeah.
They were both left at that point. They were both standing there.
Yeah, it was real bad.
Real bad.
Not ideal.
And as much as I love the 4 of you, I've committed to like follow the dice on this. Like I was in here going, we may not see 50.
It's like, I got a goblin. He's in my back pocket. It's
Oh
fine.
my gosh.
And pick up all the stones and run.
So that obviously took up most of it. And I definitely wanted there to be, and I thought a good bit about it. And with those beggars returning, they would have said and described the 4 of you. And there's no way Palakis would stand for that. So that's where that came from. And that was always to follow this encounter, whether they were going to find your bodies or not. I didn't know. But they did.
That would have been a great ending if we died.
And I did put it down on, like, had Silva not rolled any successes, I think you would have had to make a decision, or you would have been bound and taken back to Amber's Peak.
That would have been informative.
That's a whole different scenario.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. And I've
there's no way we were gonna fight them.
There's only 4 of them,
This is true, and I could parry.
and he and
Ooh,
he
that's
has 2 paths of the hunter, or not the hunter, of the rider. And some of those, and this is what's a shame, is that class, the rider class in this, is badass as long as you're on a horse. Like you are mean if you're on a horse, but if you're not on a horse, you're kind of dink dink dink. So what people complain about if they choose that rider. Brian, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
Always a delight. I think this was one of those nights when everybody got to shine at doing their thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Osric got to stab the crap out of some demons. I got to shoot some things. Vasilla got to do her weird magical music, and Silva got to talk our way out of a bad situation. So it was nice to see everybody kind of shine there. I feel a little bit bad about the dwarf lady, but hopefully she'll come back to her senses and not try and do this stuff again. I just it's the same thing I've always said. Whenever anything action based goes on in this game, every die roll is so important, and those are always so tense and so exciting and so fun. But yeah, and then wishes. I'm interested to see what's in a wizard's tower, frankly. Sten doesn't want to go in, but Brian definitely does.
How about you, Nate?
Yeah, I mean, like as has been said, like I thought the moment Osric took 3 damage to the face, I thought we were cooked. I was like, we are done. This is it. Like Osric's dead. We're at bare minimum running, like if not just dead. But once again, we defy the odds and squeak our way out of it. It was probably the first time in a
second swing too.
Yeah. This is the first time in a while where like I've been in an episode I've been really like there's been multiple situations in this episode where it's like, man, I really wish Aldrich was here. Not just for what he could do, but just what he would be experiencing and just experiencing the aftermath of everything that's happened so far. Just where he would be with everything.
What are you wishing for?
I mean, yeah, looking forward to seeing what's in this wizard's tower. Yeah, just keep moving forward.
I feel like, Dave, that it would be a big deal for Vasilla to have unlocked at least a piece of the mystery of the Red Mist. Is she excited about that? Is she or is it just one more thing that we're learning about this goddamn place?
No, I think it's a mix of things. I think partly it's like unlocking new information, like understanding something new is awesome, right? Awesome because like that's her shit. I have 2 jobs on this gig, right? Like on this ship, I got 2 jobs, 3 jobs. I make the tea, I fix up my friends, and I know stuff, right? And like, and we got a lot of stuff to know, right? Like, Osric walked onto the world being able to swing a sword. I didn't know. And so I feel like we're swimming upstream, and I'm the only one that can do it. So I feel like she has a lot of she feels a lot of responsibility for it. So partly she just likes knowing stuff and it's exciting to know. Partly it's, oh shit, how is this being fed into dreams? Demons can reach across places. Do they have to be there? Is this an amber speak because of the demon? How many more of these glass towers have been blown? Because we're just walking along and we happen to run into one, which is cool now we know, but like, are they everywhere?
Yeah, she's the only one that's had that dream.
Right? So I am terrified. I feel like she is terrified. She's excited to know stuff. She's excited to like understand more. She's excited to know that like the demons, the things that come out of the mist are killable, at least by us, but are clearly dangerous. But she's scared of like what it implies. So it's like a kind of like gamishiv.
Yeah. What are you wishing for, Dave?
I am also excited about this Wizard's Tower. I super duper love that like combat's not a grind and like random encounters are like world building in a cool fucking way. It's so much nicer. Like sometimes, everybody enjoys like blowing up 50 goblins, with fireballs. Like there's something enjoyable about that, but like, I don't know. So I just, I kind of like that just as random. Like I think you get to play make believe, we get to play make believe, and we get to all like enjoy it together. So that's what I keep looking forward to is it's not like you have a 55-page document of like hit these marks. And that's really cool. That makes it exciting to me.
Yeah, and what's neat for me too is like there are adventure sites on this map. And it's just interesting for me to see like if they go southwest or if they go northeast, like they are gonna run into this one, you know, and or they may never see that thing ever, you know.
Right.
And I find that kind of exciting too. It brings a level of excitement to me as well. Last but not least, Uncle Jim.
Yeah, this was super cool. I feel like everybody's already kind of talked about how super deadly rolls can seem and things like that. That was I really enjoyed the moment that where Vasilla decided to use the magic flute bubble. And it's like, oh no, what could go wrong here? Like imagine if Ben passes that roll and then and is no longer trying to protect himself, Vasilla, and the dwarf, and is now trying to steal the flute.
I love that these things are such double-edged swords.
Yes.
It's like, how bad would that have turned that whole situation, right? Like it just turned into this raucous mess. And then you got Silva in the same situation where it's like, oh my gosh. And somehow poor Osric is like, not the flute again.
That's so funny.
So yeah, all of that is super cool. It's a little frustrating for Osric to be back at Amber's Peak, and I'm glad that we didn't have to go into Amber's Peak because I think there's a lot of unresolved issues there, and I don't know.
How so?
Well, I think that Osric is also very upset about being made the scapegoat in this, and we aren't close to getting an answer. And I think, like, definitely initially, I thought it was Marigal who basically set us up to be, but like the interactions with her subsequently don't seem like that's the case.
Even
So,
despite the new information that Vasilla has.
I think, even though we know that she's not exactly trustworthy, it just seems like that it doesn't make sense. Like it's internally inconsistent, at least to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She
The
would
only
do
thing that
that.
makes sense is she thought the dragon could take the demon.
So like she didn't set us up to do that, but like she was very influential in that process, and there really wasn't anyone else that was that influential in that process. So that was a concern, but just also I think that those people took us in, and we were almost members of their community for a very short while, but we were
You
it was
brokered a marriage?
yeah, it was like a second home, and it was, even though we hadn't really been out a whole long time, it was a place that was not a place that was trying to kill us in some crazy way, right? Like
the standards are so low. They were trying to kill us. Must be good.
but like
They
the
gave us a
Hollows was the
tent.
place that would have been like a place that could have been like that, but the Hollows wasn't like that, right? Like
Right.
the Hollows was not comfortable in the same way. So I think Osric could have been comfortable there.
Yeah.
So I think that's frustrating, but I don't, and I think it would be a struggle for us to have to go back there and be in conflict with those people. I think that would be a hardship. So I'm glad to have gotten up and around and at least have them behind us and not have to go back and be captives there.
So
I'm also excited about the Wizard's Tower. Osric.
Yeah.
Osric and Sten are on the same page, but Jim and Brian are also on the same page. Like, you know what? That's kind of cool. Why not? What will happen there? That'll be, something magic will happen. It'll explode. We'll, find lots of horrible things that will try to kill us, but it'll be an interesting thing that happens.
Wave a wand, you kill Zygofer, the lands are free, everything happens the way it was told it would happen, right? In no way are you guys being hoodwinked, in no way will you die in that process. In that world, do we think any of the four of you would go back to Amber's Peak after that?
Might do.
Well, with that attitude, not the way they've been treating us.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I'd like to see how Vivi's doing, but I'm not going to put my liberty at risk doing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it really depends on like how we get there. I think if like the woman or the guy in the tower, if those entities are involved in that process, and so like if they were like the final boss, which I don't think they are, but if they were the final boss that we thwarted to get there, then I could see Osric coming back with this as a symbol of, hey, this is what happened, and this is, to set this all right and to let them know that they were in a better place now. But if that were not the case, then I can imagine he would just go home and not deal with them ever again.
The other thing I was thinking about, and then we're going to get out of here. It's been a long time since we've seen a Rust brother.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it makes me nervous, man.
Why would you say that, Craig? Why is that what you said?
In the Wizards Towers?
All right, guys. We are scheduled to play again next Thursday. We're hoping to play on the 12th.
XP real quick.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, one for playing, one for a new hex. Is the tower a new adventure site?
It is not an adventure site.
Okay, we defeated one of our monsters. Didn't find any treasure. So 3 plus any pride or dark secret or extraordinary actions.
I'm going to give Osric one.
I think that's fair.
Cleave. Yeah.
Yeah. If he didn't whoop him with that second swing, we were
toast.
That would have been bad news bears for sure. All right. Awesome.
Groovy.